Hi guys. So our presentation, basically the situation that we were given is that a doctor who refers patients to us has already referred a neighbor and asked us to treat him pro bono, and now he's also asking us to treat his mother-in-law. It's becoming a bit of an issue, and so we're trying to figure out how to deal with that situation. So we're just going to talk for a minute about what it means to work pro bono, and then we're going to move into our little skit.
Okay. Probably, if you turn around, we could probably see the slides.
He wants to see Bono.
I don't know if you have any.
Okay.
It's up to you. If you
Here
want
we
to put
go.
it down on the table.
Okay. So what does it mean to work pro bono? Okay. Huh? Okay, she's got it. Okay. So pro bono it comes from the Latin pro bono publico, meaning for the public good, and it's just shortened. People call it pro bono. So it's different than volunteerism. Volunteering is something like, Habitat for Humanity. You don't build houses in your spare time. You're doing something for the public. This is okay, that's a good idea. This is I don't want the phone break. This is different, where we're using our specialized skills for people who are not able to afford it. So, are there any rules? Like, what does pro bono mean? It means you can just, I can treat, it's free, so okay, so let's just do this thing, No, you can't just do whatever you want to. Regardless of whether you need to always abide by your state laws. And even if you're not charging for your services, you're still bound by all of the same restrictions and laws that you were before. So it doesn't just mean a free-for-all like I can do in my basement and not actually do it, not abide by the legal laws.
So treating them all the same. Treating a poor, underprivileged population can sometimes lead a therapist to treat a patient differently, which is not what you want when you're doing pro bono. They should still be getting the same type of care you would give a patient that would pay. It's important to remember that professionalism we display and the quality of the treatment we provide should never be limited because of who we are treating. Taking notes. So just because you're treating pro bono doesn't mean you don't write notes. It's not under the table or anything. Documentation is just as important, and our notes have the same legal power as they do for paying patients. And also, you're still liable. You're not exempt from any laws if you're treating pro bono. Whatever you treat, you need to document it. So we can't be lazy when we're treating for free.
Okay, so what about the Good Samaritan laws? While generally Good Samaritan laws protect people who try to aid an at-risk person, these laws become more complicated when it comes to healthcare. What it means by at-risk person is somebody who needs help and doesn't have financial resources. So this is particularly true in non-emergency care like physical therapy, because no one's going to die if you don't give them physical therapy. They may not get better as quickly, but nothing extreme is going to happen. You should check your state's licensing act for details. Every state is different, so that becomes part of process. What makes it pro bono? It's important to distinguish between pro bono and waiving a fee. It's not exactly the same. The next point is a good example is waiving a copay, for example, does not automatically make it pro bono. You don't want to waive a copay, especially if you have a contract. So if you have a contract with insurance, you're waiving a copay, then you're kind of like reaching contract with that insurance. So you have to kind of make sure you're tying loose ends, if that makes sense. In fact, doing so may actually be illegal due to third-party payer contracts insurance. It's also important to check your payer contracts for these details. So just like I said, make sure you tie loose ends, don't do anything illegal. If you're going to waive something, make sure you're allowed to and it's in your right.
Resource fees. So as physical therapists, we rely on outside referrals from MDs to bring new patients into the clinic. So anyone who's worked in outpatient, you have post-op patients coming in, those are all referred from doctors. So you have to have a good relationship with those doctors in order to get patients referred to your clinic. So what happens when MDs start to abuse this relationship? You kind of have that battle of, well, if I don't do it, then maybe we'll lose him as a referring physician, but if I do it, I'm breaking the rules of my organization. So we're going to act out a skit that will show you how to deal with this type of situation. So Alex is going to be the referring physician. Martine is the supervisor of the physical therapy clinic, and Rafi is going to be the physical therapist, and I'm going to be the doctor's mother-in-law that is getting treated for free.
Okay. This is a bit of a caricature, so it's okay. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, bro? Thanks for treating my neighbor. He has some mad tight calf muscles. Yo, I need another favor. My mother-in-law just got a wicked rotator cuff surgery. Do me a solid, PT the shiz out of her.
I'll have to speak to Martanya about if that's okay.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'll be 5,000.
Oh man, we can't keep doing this. Martanya?
Yes, Howard, what is it?
So, Dr. Brochill called again. This time it's his mother-in-law, and I'm really slammed as it is. I can't take another patient.
I know, but he refers a lot of patients here. We can't afford to lose him.
Maybe we can say this is the last time?
Let's see how this one goes, and then we'll see.
Alright.
Kept me waiting long enough.
Well, your appointment was
What's
actually
that thing?
45 minutes. Oh, that's a bike.
If I wanted to ride a bike, I'd ride my own bike. I have trails near my house.
That's great. Why don't we get started with an evaluation, though?
So I guess you decided you want to be a real doctor? My son-in-law's a doctor.
Well, I think that...
Are you still talking?
I just think we should get
We're
started.
done now, right?
Okay. Next day.
Dr. Brocho?
Yeah, we hanging, brah.
I actually prefer Martanya. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about your mother-in-law. I know that we have a good working relationship here, but we, you know...
Good? Nah, we're tight. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. What?
I'm all for a good back scratching, but I do think we need to keep that balance between a mutually beneficial relationship and taking advantage.
What? Marta, you're not taking advantage of me. I need to refer these peeps, and you guys knock the PT way out. Yeah?
I'm glad you appreciate our work, but don't you think this puts us in an awkward position when we start seeing your friends and family for free?
Let me drop some philosophy for college style. College! You guys need patience. I need to get rid of patience. 1 + 1 = 1. Aristotle, yo!
I don't even know what that means. I just think that we
Need
should...
patience here. Later, Marty.
So,
I don't even know.
maybe we should all meet together and try to figure out how to proceed. By the way, it doesn't help that his mother-in-law is a jerk, and that Dr. Brochill treats his real life like Cancun spring break.
Yeah, not sure how he got through medical school. I thought there were at least some standards at Hunter College.
Okay, so maybe we'll meet later today, but is his name actually Brochill?
Yeah, you guys got me on golf day.
Dr. Brochill, we've had a great working relationship for years now, but I think we need to set some ground rules to make sure things continue to be successful.
My son-in-law is successful.
Just, what are you doing?
I was under the impression I could just stop by whenever I wanted. What's that over there?
Still a bike. Dr. Brochill, I think this illustrates part of the problem. When we treat people you know for free, I think it sets the wrong tone in creating a patient-therapist relationship.
Relationships with patients? Nah, yo, that's whack. 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out, math, college, what?
Doctor, if that's how you operate, that's fine, but we run a different ship here.
My son-in-law owns a boat.
Look, to be frank, there are a lot of issues with this setup. There's a conflict of interest when we treat your friends and family. We have the pressure of performing well out of fear that they'll bring you a bad report without even being paid for our services. And like your office, getting paid is sort of an important part of the process.
Making it rain!
Dr. Brochill, we're happy to continue having a working relationship, but I think we're going to have to ask you no longer ask us to see patients pro bono.
Sonny Bono?
You know what? I think I finally understand what you guys are saying. It isn't fair for me to put you in such an uncomfortable position. Our fields have to work in tandem. We need to complement each other, ensuring proper patient care. When we start taking advantage of these services, we do a disservice to ourselves and to our professions. I'll make sure to respect the bond going forward.
Psych! Keep my Momo on the low so I can go-go.
Yeah.